Hello students, welcome to the new lecture session. Myself Shankho Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandra Sood Degree Engineering College under the JIS group. Today we will discuss a new topic, that is DTSI. This is the topic is under the module number of 4 of two-wheeler technology in the subject of modern vehicle technology. This modern vehicle technology is the automobile 7th semester subject. In this topic, this DTSI, where we can learn about the new technology of the two-wheeler. In this lecture session, we'll learn about the DTSI, how it is different from the conventional four-stroke engine to the DTSI technology, and we'll also discuss the various points on this DTSI. And after the class, we'll learn from here about the DTSI, its working technology, and its different types of processes. So students, let's start today's class on the topics of DTSI. First is definition. A conventional four-stroke engine has a single spark plug located at one end of the combustion chamber. Hence, there was a requirement to change the engine design, and there is a need to achieve the following objective, that is a high degree of drivability, fast rate standard of reliability, and long service life. Basically, in a SI engine is a device which transforms the chemical energy of a fuel into the thermal energy to produce the mechanical work. In a SI engine, a sufficient homogeneous mixture of vaporized fuel, air, and residual gas is ignited by a single intense and high temperature spark between the spark plug electrode, where DTSI has two spark plugs which is located at opposite end of the combustion chamber, and hence fast and efficient combustion is obtained. The benefit of this efficient combustion process can be felt in the term of better fuel efficiency and the lower emission. So it is a very interesting to know about the complete combustion in automobile engineering, because in actual practice, perfect combustion, the perfect combustion is not at all possible. The perfect The perfect combustion is not at all possible due to various losses, this heat loss, friction loss, etc. in the combustion chamber, as well as design of the IC engine or internal combustion engine. Moreover, the process of burning of the fuel is also not instantaneous. However, an alternate solution to it is by making the combustion of fuel as fast as possible. Just because of the process of burning of fuel is not instantaneous, an alternate solution to it is by making the combustion of fuel as fast as possible. This can be done by using two spark plugs. This can be done by the using of two spark plugs, which spark alternatively at a certain time interval. So as increase the diameter of the flame and burn the fuel instantaneously. So this system is called as DTSI, where DTSI stands for Digital Twin Spark Ignition System. In this system, due to the twin spark, combustion will be completed. The ignition system on this twin spark is a digital system with static spark advance and no moving parts subject to wear. It is mapped by the integrated 4 digital electronic control box, which also handle the fuel injection and the valve timing. It features 2 plugs per cylinder. The innovative solution also entailing a special configuration of the hemispherical combustion chamber and piston head ensure a fast white flame front when the air fuel mixture is ignited, and therefore less ignition advance, enabling moreover relatively lean mixture to the use. This technology provides a combination of the lightweight and twice the power offered by the two-stroke engine with a significant power boost, that is a considerable power to the weight ratio compared to a quite a few 4-stroke engines. The cylinder head is equipped with 2 spark plugs instead of usual one. By generating 2 sparks at upper end of the combustion chamber approximately 90 degrees to the valve axis, the air fuel mixture gets ignited. In a way that creates two flame fronts, and therefore a reduction in flame travel of the order of 40% is achieved. Just because of 2 spark at upper end of the combustion chamber, the air fuel mixture gets ignited in a way which creates a two flame front, therefore a reduction in a flame travel in of the order of 40% is achieved. A first rate of combustion is achieved by leading to faster rising pressure. First rate of combustion is achieved leading to the faster rising pressure, and the obvious outcome of this is more torque, better fuel efficiency and lower emission. Just because of the first rate of combustion is achieved leading to the faster rising pressure, the obvious outcomes is that is more torque, better fuel efficiency and lower emission. Moreover, this system can adjust idling speed and even cut off the fuel feed when accelerator pedal is released, and meters the enrichment of the air fuel mixture for cold starting and accelerating purpose if necessary. It also prevents the upper limit from beginning exceeding. At a low revolution, the overboost is mostly used when overtaking, and this is why it cuts automatically. At higher speed, the overboost will enhance full power, deliver, and will stay on as long as the driver exercises maximum pressure on the accelerator. Now students, come to the history. This technology, that means DTSI technology, was first used by Alfa Romeo, which is also known as Alfa Romeo twin spark technology or TS technology, that was used for the first time in Alfa Romeo Grand Prix car in the year of 1914. So student, in the year of 1914, this twin spark technology was introduced by Alfa Romeo in Alfa Romeo Grand Prix car. In the earlier 1960s, it was used in their race car, that is GT and TZ, to enable it to achieve a high power output from its engine. To achieve a higher power output from the engine in the early of 1960s, it is used in the racing car. Then in the early and the middle of 1980s, the Alfa Romeo incorporate this technology into their road cars to enhance their performance and to comply with stricter emission control. In the early and the middle of 1980s, Alfa Romeo incorporated with this technology into their road cars or road vehicle to enhance their performance and to comply with stricter emission controls. So students, this is the history of this DTSI. Now comes to the combustion process before DTSI. And the first, the fresh charge of air fuel mixture, that entered into the cylinder during the suction stroke. Then this charge is compressed. This mixture is compressed during the compressing stroke, resulting the increase of pressure and temperature of charger. So students, the fresh charge of air and fuel mixture that entered the cylinder during the suction stroke, then this fresh charge is compressed during the compression stroke, and resulting the increasing of pressure and temperature of the charge. Then the spark plug, which is usually situated at one end of the combustion chamber, and spark plug ignites the air fuel mixture and ensuring the flame spreads like a slowly inflating balloon. After compressing the fresh charge, increasing the pressure and temperature, then the spark plug, which is situated at the end of the combustion chamber, is ignited the air fuel mixture. After the ignition, the ensuing the air fuel mixture ensuing the flame spread, like a slowly inflating the balloon. There is an inevitable delay. There is an inevitable delay for this inflating balloon to reach the furthest part of the combustion chamber. So there are pockets of poor combustion within the chamber, and overall the combustion is slow and inefficient. Just because of inevitable delay for this inflating balloon to the reach of the furthest part of the combustion chamber, that are pockets of poor combustion within the combustion chamber. Just because of the poor combustion, the combustion is slow and inefficient. When it comes to higher capacity engine, when it comes to the higher capacity engines, the distance to be traveled by the flame front, is further increased, resulting the still slower combustion. For the higher capacity of engine, the distance to be traveled by the flame front is further increased, resulting the still slower combustion. In simple words, the air and fuel mixture does not burn completely. So this was happens in the combustion process. This is the happens in the combustion chamber before the DTSI. Combustion process with the DTSI, the fresh charge that entered the cylinder, the fresh charge means air fuel mixture which is entered the cylinder during the suction stroke and which is compressed and the fresh charge is compressed during the compression stroke. Then a spark will ignited by one of the twin spark plug. Then a spark will be ignited by one of the twin spark plug, and the flame front begins to expand like an inflating balloon. Just because of one of the twin spark plug is sparked and ignite the mixture, the flame front begins to expand like an inflating balloon. In the meanwhile, other spark plug will be ignited. When the first spark plug spark will be ignited and the flame front start to expand like an inflating balloon, in the meanwhile time, another spark will be ignited by another spark plug of this twin spark plug as per controls of the microprocessor. The flame front also begins to expand like an inflating balloon. Therefore, the area that are not covered by the first flame front, just because of the therefore the area are not covered by the first flame front will be covered, which is covered after the second flame front, and resulting in the complete and rapid combustion of the fuel. So in simple words, after the using of twin spark plug, air fuel mixture or charged will be burned properly, and more power is produced than the before DTSI technology. Here is the picture of conventional 4-stroke engine and the DTSI engine. Here, as you can see, this is the single spark plug engine which is used in this conventional 4-stroke engine, and this is the DTSI engine where twin spark plug is used. Here is non-offset ports, and there is offset exhaust port and inlet ports. So here if I compare in between this conventional 4-stroke and the DTSI engine, the comparison is that both the conventional single spark ignition engine and the digital spark ignition engine are compared based on the three performance parameters such as brake thermal efficiency, brake specific fuel consumption, and the variation of the CO or carbon monoxide emission with the load. So as simple as that, the brake thermal efficiency is higher in case of DTSI engine compared to the conventional 4-stroke engine. Brake specific fuel consumption, which is better than the conventional 4-stroke engine in case of DTSI engine. So this is the basic comparison of 4-stroke conventional engine and the DTSI technology engine. Now it's come why it is called digital. Because it has some intelligent device. That controls the fuel supply. According to the varying loads. Just because of load is changed or variation of the load, the fuel supply is also be changed according to the load. So this is totally controlled by an intelligent device. That is why it is called a digital. This intelligent device that wanted the digital device is nothing but the electronic control unit or ECU. So this intelligent device is none other than ECU or the electronic control unit. The electronic control unit or ECU is a microprocessor. The electronic control unit or ECU is a microprocessor which is based system, and it can be regarded as the brain. It can be regarded as the brain of the fuel injection system and the spark timing. So ECU is the microprocessor based system which acts like a brain to control the fuel injection system and the spark timing. It processes information sent by various sensors and instantly determines optimum fueling and spark timing for various engine operating conditions. Various engine operating condition means in various engine load it process some information is sent by some various sensor and instantly determine the optimum fueling and its spark timing. That is the reason of that it is called digital. Next to come is working principle. When the rich mixture of air and fuel, when the rich mixture of air and fuel entered entered in the combustion chamber. The two spark plug the two spark plug fixed at opposite end of the engine cylinder, which is generate a spark, and this spark burn the mixture, and that burn mixed gives power to the four-stroke engine. As we can see in this picture, there is an ECU or electronic control unit which is collected some data from temperature, engine RPM and engine load. After this, it's determine some spark to the twin spark plug, which is helps to control the spark timing and fuel filling in the IC engine. So this is controlled. So this spark plug is controlled by the same processor which govern the twin spark ignition and variable valve timing system or the VVT system. There are some advanced technology. Which is used in DTSI engine, which makes it more powerful than the conventional single spark plug four-stroke engine like TRICE 3 or throttle responsive ignition control systems third generation technology and intelligent digital CDI or capacitor discharge ignition technology. So these are some the advantage which is used in this DTSI engine, which makes more powerful than the conventional single spark plug four-stroke engine. Now comes to the engine construction. 4-inch line cylinder. If we place in the four in combustion four cylinder, which is placed in a line, or here in engine is used in line construction. Then the engine weight has been considerably reduced by using aluminum alloy engine block, cylinder head, oil sump and the tappet cover. 8 counterweights ensure optimal balancing. 8 counterweight ensure the optimal balancing of the high strength knitted steel crankshaft. The pressed in cast iron cylinder liners feature weight mounting for more effective heat dissipation. Now comes to the engine element. The construction of DTSI and DTSI engine is the same as that of the conventional four-stroke engine. It consists of the following parts, which is all known as: this is the piston pin, connecting rod, bearings, crankshaft, sorry, and the various parts of this which is used in this engine: camshaft, crankshaft, inlet manifold, exhaust manifold, engine head, cylinder block, oil sump, flywheel, alternator, clutch, spark plug, fuel injection system, etc., etc. So these are the same as the conventional four-stroke engine, where use piston, cylinder, crankshaft, connecting rod, flywheel, carburetor, spark plug, valves. As I said, here the only change is made. Here the only change is made that the two spark plug, which is placed at the two opposite end to at the two opposite end of the combustion chamber at 90 degree to each other. At 90 degree to each other. This is the only changes which is compared to the conventional four-stroke engine and DTSI and DTS-SI engine. Now comes to the TRIS C. Throttle responsive ignition control system. Throttle responsive ignition control system, third generation, is an intelligent system which can quickly adapt ignition timing to suit different riding characteristics. This is TRIS 3. The TRIS 3, the full form is TRIS 3, is throttle responsive ignition control systems, third generation technology. This technology or this system is an intelligent system which can quickly adapt the ignition timing to suit the different riding characteristics. This helps in achieving a good balance. It helps to achieving good balance in between low to mid range of torque and top end power. It achieving the good balance in between low to mid range of torque and top end power. It helps to ride easily in different condition. Like flyovers, hilly area, dense traffic and highway cruising. So this is the TRIS 3. Power and torque requirement constantly change, and depending on whether the ride is cruising, accelerating, or is at high speed max or maximum speed, the throttle system is used. Next is intelligent CDI, where CDI means capacitor discharge ignition. This intelligent CDI contains a processor which continuously sense different speeds and load on the engine and respond by alternating ignition timing. This intelligent CDI contains a microprocessor which senses the different speed and load on engine and respond by alternating ignition system, this system not only the first time or second time, it is doing it continuously. It has 8-bit microprocessor chip. It has 8-bit microprocessor chip. Working with it with the TRICE-3, the microprocessor memory provides optimum ignition. It is working, this intelligent digital CDI is working with the TRICE-3. The microprocessor memory provides optimum ignition, and it improves the fuel efficiency and reduces the engine noise and vibration through the smoother power delivery. So this is the intelligent digital. Now comes to the application. The engine requires more power and fuel efficient. The energy in the expected life, the increase in the expected life, of the vehicle when compared to the conventional technologies. The bikes powered by the above technologies are very well resistant to breakdowns and temperature fluctuation. More combustion rate is required. So these are the applications. Now comes to the benefits, which is less vibration and less noise, long life of the engine parts such as piston ring and valve stem. It decreases in the specific fuel consumption, no overheating, uniform distribution of power, increase the compression ratio, better starting of engine even in cold climate conditions. Now comes to the limitation of this GTSI technology. The main disadvantage is the maintenance of two spark plugs. If one spark plug get damaged, then we have to replace both of them. If one of the two spark plug is damaged, then we need to replace both. Cost increase due to the additional technology. There is a high NOx. Engine tends to overheat and lose power at higher speed So then these are the limitations. So students, after completing this class, we learn the DTSI technology. We can learn about the combustion before the DTSI technology and with DTSI technology, and compare this with this DTSI technology with the conventional 4-stroke engine. And we also learn about why it is called digital, and then we learn the working principle of this technology. Then we learn here TRICE-3 technology and intelligent CDI technology, and the application, advantage and disadvantage of the DTSI technology. On the next class, students, we will discuss the advancement of this DTSI technology. Till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you so much, students.